Luke, a full week to prepare for Maidenhead tomorrow. How is everyone? How's Kane Smith? And what's the mood like going into the last game of the season?
Yeah, full week, which was nice. Obviously, we went Weymouth on Tuesday to then go to Eastleigh. Two quite long journeys, Weymouth especially being a 4-hour jaunt there and a 3.5-hour jaunt back on the Tuesday night. I felt we handled ourselves very well on Saturday against Eastleigh, but again, it's another journey that you got in the leg. So we give them a little bit of respite start of the week, and then we brought them back end of the week. And yeah, we're fully prepared in terms of Kane Smith, fit, available for selection. So yeah, that's a positive considering that he come off the pitch and you think you're fearing the worst. So to have him available is massive. In terms of KP's back available. So yeah, we've got a little bit more strength going into the game against Maidenhead on Saturday.
Well, obviously, the big talking point tomorrow is that for the first time in a long time, there will be fans back at Meadow Park. And I know you can't wait and you've had to be patient. Have the past two games just made you even more excited for the game tomorrow?
They wetted the beak, as they say. The fact that there's banter, there's people screaming and shouting, there's an atmosphere which has been nice. And to have it as an away team, obviously it's much nicer being the home team, but some of the games we've been involved in over this period have been like testimonial-esque, and it's not nice. There's not a good atmosphere. Or yeah, you look at the game against Weymouth, even when they got their goal, it just lifted everyone, being us as well, because the crowd went to another level. Obviously on Saturday we quietened Eastleigh for large periods so that the crowd didn't really back them in terms of until the last 10, then they get the 93rd minute winner. So yeah, I'm looking forward to them coming in the building on Saturday. And if you read my program notes, I talk about how much of an influence they had on the home sides in the last National League fixtures. And out of them 5-6 wins, I think it was, 3 of them had in the, I think, 87th minute plus winners. So they're going to be massive for us tomorrow. And you could say, well, you're either going to finish 13th or 14th. We want to finish 13th. I don't want Maidenhead leapfrogging us on Saturday. I want to ensure that we beat them and we remain 13th. Is it something we wanted at the start of the season? 100% not. But I don't want to finish 14th. Even though it's one position, I have that desire to be 13th. And it's unlucky for some, but I want to ensure that we're 13th and not Maidenhead come what is it, tomorrow, 2:30.
And you touched on your program notes there. And I was going to ask you, because I'm guessing it's the small things like having a chat with a fan before the game and your program notes. And you told me last week that before you send your son off to school every day, it's every day's a learning day. So how much can you learn from having football fans just in the building?
Well, they know and see the game. So I'm very respectful of their opinion. I know that their supporters player of the year was announced. I won't tell you who, because I don't know if we've run it on our socials yet. But yeah, they make the right decision. It's close to what was in my head about manager's player of the season. So they know the game. I've missed them. I've missed them getting around the players. And you always see the footage of Sorba Thomas scoring the winner against Aldershot. It's massive. Us scoring a winner against Solihull in the 94th minute last year. Us scoring a winner against Stockport late on, and we get the fans that are roaring and cheering because we've gone and made them have a moment. So tomorrow is tough because, like I said, the last time I was in the building was Aldershot. That was prior to us playing Millwall. And they missed out on Halifax. They missed out on Millwall. They missed out on some moments this year. And I just want to finish off with as much of a positive as possible. I look forward to seeing some familiar faces tomorrow. I'll walk around and say my hellos and see if anyone's had a struggle throughout COVID or just general chat, really, just to pass the time and say hello, because I feel that as much as I am the manager of this football club, I am a human being, and I want to ask if people have had it rough, had it tough. Do they need help? Do they need assistance? Because being a community club, that's something we hold in high regards. I feel that we've looked after the players and staff hugely. Chairman has been fantastic. And if there's anyone that's needing any assistance, I know I've spoken to 1 or 2 fans this year, and they've drawn upon having chats with myself, the players, the staff, that has aided them getting through this period. So anything that we can do as a club, if I can walk around and have a 5-minute chat with someone and cheer them up slightly prior to the game, that is, because if we lose, they might want to 2-foot me in the head. But look, I'm looking forward to seeing some familiar faces. I pray that we can go and put on a performance. The pitch is lush. The boys have been prepped right. They need to ensure that when they cross that white line, me included, we're right at it and getting a performance out of all of us to finish the season on a positive.
Luke, you're a very unique manager. I don't think many would have that attitude, going around saying hi to people, making sure they're okay, having some love for them. I don't think many managers in the National League, some do, but I don't think many do.
I can't talk for anyone. I don't know. It's probably a lot harder for a previous Neil Ardley at Notts County if they're not thinking he's doing great because they were a league club. Gary Johnson's loved at Torquay. Dave Chandler's loved at Hartlepool. Stockport's manager's gone in there, is quite loved. So I don't know what they do. All I can do is, keep my house in order. I make a beeline for last year when people would travel to Torquay. I'd jump the hoarding boards, I'd run up the steps and ensure that I thanked everyone for travelling because they're paying their hard-earned cash to come and watch us. And it's in excess of 100, 150 quid. People will stand down in hotels. So I feel it's the least I can do to walk around and have a couple of minutes with certain people. Certain people might not want to talk to me. Certain people might hate me. I've got to be honest. The opinions on everyone ain't going to be that I'm liked, but I'll make my own way around and I'll judge it. If they got a snarl on, hopefully they're not wearing their mask because I might be missing a smile as opposed to a snarl. But yeah, listen, that's how I've been brought up. This is what this club's about. I'm trained by the chairman in terms of how my etiquette is put across, and I'll do that moving forward. I'm really looking forward to seeing them come tomorrow. Really, really looking forward to it because even in a warm-up at 2:15, there's an atmosphere and you start seeing the crowd walk in. So yeah, I look forward to going to say hello to a few people. And like I said, hopefully come 2:30, we're all happy leaving the building with looking forward as opposed to backwards.
Well, I know everyone's extremely excited for tomorrow, but do you think the occasion will have any impact on your approach? I mean, what kind of game can we expect against Maidenhead?
Nah, not for me. Listen, they went to Barnet on Tuesday, made a couple of forced changes. They got a couple of injuries, got a couple of suspensions. I think he'll bring different personnel in for the game tomorrow. Look, we're stronger than when we left Eastleigh with the likes of Kane Smith, KP being available. So we've been in a position where we've had limited players. But listen, I felt that we went away. Weymouth was excellent. Played at home against Wrexham was excellent. I felt in large periods against Eastleigh was really good. So yeah, I'm excited. We got to do what we do. Like I said, the pitch is unbelievable. It's ripped up on Tuesday. I can't believe it's getting ripped up. I'm going to ask Ben if I can take the 18-yard box from my back garden, but it's that good. So there's no excuses on our part. Every single thing that we've done this week has been gearing up about getting 3 points. The staff behind the scenes have been working tirelessly. Nicole, Charlie, May, Mandy, Jodie, everyone that's obviously doing their bits to ensure that the day runs smoothly. Obviously, everyone's judged on what happens at 12:30 till 2:15 because of what we do, and it's 3 points. But there's been a lot of good work prior, a lot of safety aspects with Tom, the health and safety and all them bits, the stewards, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm hopeful we can have a good positive finish to the season and give everyone 3 points because it's not just opening the doors at 11:30. There's been a lot of prep going into this, getting the SAG group organised. So I'm appreciative. I'm fortunate enough to have the luxury of seeing the day-to-day running of the club, and I'm appreciative of what the staff do and the work that goes into that just to get a game going. So yeah, listen, I know my focus turns to winning 3 points on Saturday, but it won't just be for me or that dressing room, but for everyone because it's a tough ask to go and put a game on in these circumstances.
Yeah, it's a real achievement, I'd say, and it is the last game of the season. Is there a sense of relief? How are you feeling that we're done, this long season's over, and we can finally kind of put it to bed and move forward?
I worked it out. It's been about a 48, 49 week season. And I know Brendan Rodgers said it in an interview after his game against Spurs, and he just said it felt like 2 seasons rolled into one. And that's not an excuse. I'm mentally tired, really, really tired. It's been tough. It's been Saturday, Tuesdays throughout the whole season. And for me, it's been so foreign the way that it's been. The COVID has been a massive aspect, the testing, the limiting travel or contact time with the players, the breakfast and lunches. So the big thing for me is I want to see the back of that. And I'm appreciative of this new variant or variants that are coming into the country. And I'm not foolish. People are still losing their lives. But I'm hopeful that come June the 21st and we come back pre-season, there's a lot more normality. And that means getting the lads in. There's more camaraderie in terms of the breakfast, the lunches, the gyms, the changing rooms. That's something that I'm looking forward to more. I've already had players in. I've had that luxury of having players in, and they're of a level, real level. We're understanding of getting 5 or 6 bits of quality in the building to ensure that, yeah, we don't sit 13th next year. We have an aim, and that aim is to get out of the National League, and we'll do that together. And for me, the group that we have currently in the building, or that will be walking back in as of now on July the 12th, is the strongest we've been in. So there's positives. It's just at the minute, we're a month behind. Why? Because normally we finish the season on April the 28th, 29th, 30th. We're currently on May the 28th. So yeah, we're 4 weeks behind, as much as it doesn't feel like we are, but on the calendar we are.
What's your message to the players tomorrow? And also, you'll have your programme notes, but what's your message to the fans ahead of tomorrow's game as well?
So the players go and enjoy it, go and put on a show for the fans. There's some people that obviously may be playing their last game for us. So ensure that they leave this club with everything, because they've been on a journey with this football club. More some than others, but in terms of that dressing room, you can't question what they've given this football club this year. And the fans, I said it looked really foreign when Barnsley played, I'm going to say Swansea. And it was like, yeah, and it was like literally in that first game, Barnsley, there was like a pact between the fans that everything, no matter what happened, everything was positive. Everything was going to be positive. So all I ask from the fans, listen, I'm going to find one to talk, because I will start my day as if I'm going to be positive Pete the whole time. Within 5 minutes, I'm negative Nelly. So I get that, but to hear the fans get behind the players constantly, and I alluded to it, when we played Barnet the year before last and we went 1-0 down, they didn't stop. That 400 core didn't stop. And they were a massive part of us getting the leveller and going 2-1 up. So for me, tomorrow, positive across the board, all of us. And I'll be hopefully the one to lead us in that positivity march.
Well, Luke, you're a star. Enjoy tomorrow. Enjoy having the fans back, and best of luck.